So can you guys guess what we're going to learn about today? Yes, okay. I gave you that quiz to get you warmed up. The nice thing is decimals are a little nicer than fractions, okay? Did I spell it wrong? No, I didn't.
No.
You can't mess with me like that because I think I've spelled it wrong when you do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to do a couple of examples. We're going to write down the steps, and then I'm going to have you guys try a couple. Okay, I'm starting with a basic example here. Do you feel like you could solve this without eliminating the decimals?
Yeah.
Yes. There will be problems like that that aren't going to be terrible to do with the decimals included. So I won't mark you down if you solve it without eliminating the decimals, if that is easier for you. But I do want to make sure you have this strategy in your bag of tricks because some of these will not be so friendly. And it's nice to have a strategy to eliminate all the decimals all at once. Okay? So let's take a look at this. Yesterday, we would multiply by a common denominator. Today, we're going to multiply by a power of 10 that will help us get rid of all of our decimals. So for this problem, I can multiply both sides of my equation here by 10. Now what's going to happen is you do just like we did yesterday with the fractions. You're going to multiply every single term by 10. So this will become 20n. This will become 45. And this will become 105. So you've basically moved the decimal place over one space. I chose 10 because there was one decimal space there. And so if I multiply by 10, it does eliminate all of my decimals. And it leaves you with something a lot friendlier to solve. Okay? So let's go through the inverse operations here. I'm going to subtract 45 from both sides. And I'm going to get 20n is equal to 60. If I divide both sides by 20, I will get n is equal to 3. Okay. Everybody agree? Yeah? Okay. Let's take a look at another problem then, because I want you to see that we're going to have to sometimes use different powers of 10. So let's take a look at this next problem. If I multiplied both sides of the equation by 10, I would still be left with a decimal over here. So instead of multiplying by 10, what am I going to multiply by? Good. Is that what you're going to say?
Is that a division symbol or is that an addition symbol?
Addition. In equations, I would never use that symbol for division. I would only use the division bar in equations, if that helps. Okay, so I'm going to multiply this side by 100 and this side by 100. Now you have to pay close attention here because since you're multiplying by 100, you're going to move the decimal place over 2 spaces for everything, all the terms. So this will be 80m plus 2,900 because we add 2 decimal places there. And this is going to be 4,612. Okay. And, you know, it is nice to be looking at an equation with no decimals. It's just a little easier to wrap your mind around it. So let's go ahead and use inverse operations to solve here. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 800, or sorry, not 800, 80. And I'm gonna need to do a little scratch work on the side here just to make sure I do this correctly. 2, 1. Okay, so this is gonna be M is equal to 21.4. Okay. Okay, so let's write the steps down, and then I'll have you guys try this out on your own. Step 1, multiply both sides of the equation. Yeah. By a power of 10 to eliminate all decimals. Okay, and here's step 2. This is really intricate. Solve regularly. Oh, there shouldn't be an extra y there. Where's my whiteout? Okay, here's your steps. We didn't put steps in your notes yesterday, but for yesterday you could say multiply by a common denominator that will eliminate all the fractions, and then solve regularly. Okay, that would be a good one for that. But here's 2 practice problems that I want you to work on. I'm going to walk around and help you so that you can ask me any questions that you need to. All right, guys, try those 2 problems. needs more time on these two problems? Oh, okay. Definitely need more time. All right.
Wait, Miss Matt,
Yeah.
for number one, we rounded, correct?
I don't think you need to round it on number one. I think it ends. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and go over these real quick. So that way you guys have some time to work on your homework too. Okay, I'm gonna multiply both sides by 10. And honestly, you don't even have to eliminate the decimals on this one if you don't want to, because it's a pretty clean problem. So this will be 90W minus 163 is equal to 53. And then I'm going to add 163 to both sides. Okay. And I'm going to get 6, 200, okay, and then this cancels out. And then 90W. I'm going to divide both sides by 90. These cancel out. And I get W is equal to. Now I'm going to come over here and divide this. Two. Okay, I'm going to bring down another 0 here. And that goes in 4 times. So I'm getting that W is equal to 2.4. Is that what you guys got?
Yeah.
Are there any questions on this? No? Okay. Let's check out this next one. I would like to get rid of all my decimals all at once, so I'm going to multiply by 100 on this. Okay, so this is going to be negative 1,530. This is going to be negative 75K. And this is going to be 5,520. Okay. Now let's go ahead and subtract 5,520. Which is actually it's going to end up being adding because you have a negative and you're subtracting. So a negative and a negative, that's adding. and that's going to be positive. Then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 75. And I get that k is equal to, and I'm going to come over to the side to do my scratch work. This goes in 9 times, I believe. This is 30, this is 30. Bring down a 0. This goes into 300 4 times? Is that right? Okay. So I'm going to get 94. Is that what you all got?
Yep.
Yeah, I hear yeses and nos. Jordan.
I thought when you subtracted this, it's negative 1,530 minus 5,520. Wouldn't that be a negative number?
Yes. Thank you. And then when you divide a negative by a negative, it will be positive. Yeah. Thanks. Good catch, Jordan. Any other questions on this or anything else I did wrong that you need to know about? Okay, I'm going to give you the rest of class to work on your homework. I'm going to pass back the quiz that you guys took a couple days ago. Macy. Do it on at least like 2 problems. Okay.